Discount in the block. Nimesh, will be very interesting to see, what happens afterwards, and this overhang takes out, the kind of underperformance that we're seeing on ITC as well. It's down about 22% from its earlier record high, upwards of 500 the day where the company announced their demerger as well. And the underperformance because of this overhang is pretty pronounced. If I was looking at some of these cigarette stocks which are listed and the moves that we've seen in this year itself, let's bring up the value plus segment where if you just take a look at the cigarette stocks, ITC this year in 2024 so far has been lower by about 13%. Yes, today all the stocks are lower, but Godfrey Phillips, that's the rank outperformer with a gain of 66%. VST Industries too is up around 11%. Now, let's decode the reasons why these moves are the way they are. VST Industries is higher largely because of a strong entry on Feb 1 itself. Radhakishan Damani bought 1.44% equity, adding to his already 30+% holding in the company. So that gave a boost of confidence. The next day, the stock was up 20%. But if you just take a look at the volume growth across the industry over the last few quarters, you would realize that Godfrey Phillips is the one that really stands out in terms of performance as against the industry. So, you have the volume growth across the peers up for you. Same quarter last year, Q3 FY23, Godfrey Phillips had a volume growth of 22.8%. ITC had a decline of, or rather, ITC had a growth of 15%, and VST Industries had a decline of 3%. And over the last 4-5 quarters, Godfrey Phillips' outperformance versus the industry has only been pronounced. Even the last quarter, ITC's volumes declined by 1%. VST's volumes declined by 4%, and in the same period, Godfrey Phillips' volumes increased by 10.6%. So, outperformance in the marketplace is something that has led to the outperformance in stock prices as well. In fact, post the third quarter, Godfrey Phillips had said that their retail business 9-month revenue, which is the non-cigarette business, too is scaling up with nearly 400 crores in terms of revenue. They're setting up Base Kitchen to sell even ready-to-food items, and confectionery sales doing well for them. They're launching new products out there as well. This morning, there was a Phillip Capital note that came in on Godfrey. They said the key triggers for them, one is Marlboro grabbing market share from mainstream players. Why is that? Because there has been a distribution expansion of Marlboro Compact, which is a cigarette which comes at around 10 rupees per stick, as against limited areas earlier. And thirdly, they've also launched a new product called Stellar Shift Duos, which is at around 12 rupees per stick, has garnered favorable consumer response. So they're doing pretty well out there. With this kind of outperformance of Godfrey and the underperformance of ITC, where do the valuations stand? ITC still trading at a premium of 21 times, Godfrey 19 times, VST Industries 16 times. But in normal scenario, ITC would trade around 23, 24 times, Godfrey around 15, 16 times, and VST around 12 to 13 times. So let's see how this narrowing of valuation plays out in favor of both ITC and Godfrey Phillips, especially given the supply overhang goes off ITC.
Okay, all right, let's see. But as of now, all three of those stocks are under pressure in today's trading session. But interesting analysis there. ITC still commanding a premium in terms of valuations. We'll take a short break. But on the other side, we'll connect with Mr. Sabu of KDDL, who's the founder and CMD of Ethos, on their outlook for their business.